referee Matt Wilson's last night here with TAW. Well, I'll keep it short and sweet since I know you want to watch the main event. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all of you guys, whether you like me or you don't. Thank you. Thank you for coming to watch us. Thank you for watching us support the guys at TAW. I'd like to also thank the other referees, which I believe one is still there. Christian and Joe. I'd like to thank Toby, the announcer. I'd like to thank all the guys, girls in the back. Especially Samson for giving me a break and being able to referee here. Two people I'd also like to say thank you to. Sitting one is my dad for supporting me through everything I've been doing, not only TAW but just generally everything. And also to my girlfriend Emma, who is always surprised. For the main event now. Let's turn it up, please, for Matt Wilson. Are you ready for the main event? Then let's get it on the way.
Of course, it's main event time. We all know that music.
It's the lovely loudmouth that is Taylor Made.
And of course, Stephen John Quinlan III not far behind him.
Of course, this match called earlier on tonight. It was not billed for tonight, but it was called earlier tonight when Taylor Made and Samson just had a brawl. And of course, Andy Rain got his mind in the game as well. And of course, then Nate Nitro.
Yeah, came out and made the save. Now, it'll be very interesting to see what happens between Nate Nitro and Taylor Made, given their history.
Hang on, Ollie. Of course, the referee, Mark Wilson, not putting up with it, pushed Taylor Made. Is that really a wise thing to do?
Referee Matt Wilson shoving Taylor Made on his ass.
I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Maybe Andy Rain won't once he gets out of there.
Of course, we all know what Andy Rain can do.
Let's bring out his tag team opponent.
And for the second time tonight, we're going to get to see Andy Rain, the original Andy Rain. According to reports, Kai, since the last time we've seen him, he's had another 10 kids.
Of course, telling us to shut up, but we're a man of many words, unlike Mr. Andy Rain, who, when voiced and given a microphone, doesn't know what to say. And of course, with all those checks coming through the post, he needs to give out. He's got no money, so if I was him, I would stop talking, stop yapping, and get the old rain check out. Because we've got Stephen John Quinlan III with us at commentary.
You got it right at last. Congratulations, you're in for one heck of a match. Mr. Taylor is going to show Samson why you don't mess with the best.
Strong words there from Steve Quinlan.
It's confident words from Stephen Quinlan.
Clearly very confident tonight.
Should we bring out their opponents?
Out comes Samson.
Of course, been wrestling for many, many years for TAW, and of course, well, it must be what, 40, 50 years plus?
I think that's the current estimate. It's about 40 odd years he's been in the ring.
That was on Wikipedia somewhere.
I'm pretty sure that was on Wikipedia.
And of Of course, he was on fire earlier on this evening when he kicked off Hell to Pay. He just went and he was gunning for TaylorMade. So I'm really...
Samson has history with both men in this match. You recall it was his first time ever match against Andy Rain that TaylorMade got involved in. And now we just got to wait for the last piece of the puzzle. TAW heavyweight champion.
Of course, former tag team champion of TaylorMade. There he is. It is Nate Nitro, the current TAW heavyweight champion, beating Paul McSherry and Andy Rain last time out at TAW Hostile Intentions.
Yeah, that was an absolutely massive match.
I'll tell you right now, what TaylorMade's going to do, he's going to lay some smack down on all that candy asses. That's what's going on right now. It's going to happen. You're going to see TaylorMade and Andy Rain keep the crap out of that Nate Nitro and Samson right now. You got that right.
Did you get any of that? Yeah, what he said. Did you get any of that, Kai?
What was that? Time for tonight's tag team main event. Introducing first, TaylorMade and the original Andy Rain.
I think what TaylorMade was trying to say there in English was I think he wants to beat Samson and Nate Nitro.
I mean, that's surely got to be a given. But of course, you know what what TaylorMade's like. He's like a dog after a bone as soon as he sees a microphone.
Give the boy a microphone and he will just talk for hours on end.
Whether anyone's listening or not.
What a tag team this is. Just look at the athletes in the ring at the moment. It's the team of Samson and Nate Nitro. What a phenomenal team that is.
This really is a powder keg waiting to erupt.
You got the strength and the powerhouse of Samson, and of course you got the agility and speed of Nate Nitro. It's a perfect combination.
I guess you could say it's mirrored in TaylorMade and Andy Rain.
Without the gob.
A heavyweight Andy Rain and I guess by comparison the middleweight in TaylorMade.
It's going to be interesting how this one starts out. Is it going to be the former TAW champion and former tag team partner of Nate Nitro taking on Nate Nitro himself?
Well, this is an interesting start-up to this match. We all know the history that these guys have together.
Of course, they had a brutal feud not that long ago, to be honest. Still rages when we first saw this. It was Team TaylorMade versus Team Nate Nitro in that steel cage.
That was an absolutely mental match. And then, of course, we had the 3 stages of hell match following that.
And, of course, we had a TLC, and then they haven't really fought each other. So this is the first time after TaylorMade kind of lost that #1 contendership for the TAW Championship. And this is the first time these two men have faced off.
And don't forget as well, they used to be tag team partners and tag team champions here in TAW.
Of course, the prime time players.
That's true. So both men in the ring right now, knowing each other inside and out.
Whereas, of course, on the outside of the ring, we do have Samson and Andy Rain, who've only fought each other once before. So, again, it's kind of people who know each other and people who don't.
There's definitely lots of interesting aspects to this main event match.
Of course, Nitro got TaylorMade into a headlock as TaylorMade gets out of that one. And then TaylorMade crawling into the corner of turnbuckle.
Heading for his buddy Stephen Quinlan. Nate Nitro now really starting to assert himself in this match. Nice kip up from Nate Nitro, and he's reversed that beautifully. TaylorMade really hasn't started into this match well.
Certainly hasn't. I can't help but to think that he hasn't really settled in TAW ever since he's been under the guidance of John Quinlan.
Well, it's another one of those cases where you lose the gold and you lose that focus. And that's definitely true for TaylorMade.
Of course, he's not really getting in. See, another cheap shot. He's not really getting into this match either. Nate Nitro, the champion of TAW, really on top of him at the moment.
I'll say Nate Nitro is the champ for a reason. Of course, we previously saw him beat not one but two men in the form of Paul McSherry and Andy Rain.
They are not men, my friend. They are not men.
Are they monsters?
And we just got to see TaylorMade's cheeky side.
Seems like there's a full moon tonight here at Hell to Pay. Wow, that is quite a sight. Oh. That was the last thing I was expecting to see tonight.
I am speechless. And it looks like John Quinlan has finally had his dinner tonight.
Stephen Quinlan looks like he's cracked. And after that cheeky bit of action, it looks like we're going to get to see Samson now.
Samson taking over the team of Nate Nitro and Samson to take it off. And of course, these two men really having a brawl earlier.
Yeah, and there's TaylorMade turning the other cheek and tagging in Andy Rain. He really was the butt of that joke. I could do this all night, Kai. I could do this all night. And here we see the two heavyweights of this tag team match now squaring off.
It's going to be a test of strength between those two as Samson, the early winner in this little contest that they're having now.
Now we did start to see a really interesting match develop between Andy Rain and Samson at TAW Destiny,
which of course TaylorMade got involved in.
Which was a shame because I was really enjoying that match. I say to see two guys the size of Andy Rain and Samson, they were really going for it, and it could have gone either way.
And of course, as we remember, Samson actually had had Andy Rain tapping and giving up.
He had the upper hand for sure. That was some beautiful wrestling there from Samson.
It'll be interesting to see how the former TAW champion in Nate Nitro and of course the team of Samson as well. Obviously, very well known in the tag team division at TAW as well.
Of course.
With of course teaming with Lewis Cooper as the primetime player.
Are you sure about that?
Not the primetime player. Protein Powers with
there
Lewis
you
Cooper.
Go.
Sorry, I apologise there.
We need to check that Wikipedia some more, I think. Let me bring it up on my phone. Actually, no. We were almost close. According to Wikipedia, it's 41 years for Samson. And we all know how reliable Wikipedia is. Samson back in control now of Andy Rain.
Of course, Stephen Quinlan making it known that he's not going to get involved in this little feud there between Andy Rain and Samson. As Nate Nitro gets the tag in.
You'd think after the previous few weeks here in TAW and Stephen Quinlan taking the beatings he has, he might have finally have learnt his lesson and decided to stay out of TaylorMade's business.
Of course, Nate Nitro just getting a one count there, pinning Andy Rain.
Beautiful dropkick there from the champion. TaylorMade and Andy Rain really struggling to get into this match.
They certainly are. They're obviously not familiar working with each other.
But then neither is Nate Nitro and Samson. But that pairing, they've really taken the bull by the horn so far tonight. Andy Rain is reeling. A lovely suplex there by Samson. Could only get the 2 count.
Samson and Nate Nitro doing a bit of a double team there.
Might see some nice tag team moves there. Diving elbow from Nate Nitro. Some beautiful tag team work there by Samson and Nate Nitro.
They're working very well together, and I think it's luck of the draw really when you get a partner that you're not used to. Of course, Taylor May trying to do some dirt work on Nate Nitro, getting involved.
Beautiful choke slam there by Andy Rain.
Like I said, I think it's the luck of the draw that it's just somehow some people when they get to work with each other just click like that, and of course that's what's happening with Nate Nitro and Samson as we speak.
Andy Rain going to town now on Nate Nitro. Seems like he's quite ticked off now.
Because John Quinlan was almost going to get involved, but saw the referee was looking at him.
Yeah, clearly decided that was a bad idea. But keep your eyes on him.
And of course, he's now going to try and get involved. He's going to get involved. He is going to get involved. And there we go. Samson trying to
no great surprise there. Steve Quinlan getting involved. Diving elbow drop there from Taylor Made. And Nate Nitro kicking out.
I just thought of the finishers that both teams have, because obviously you got Samson with the Fisherman's Buster, you got Nate Nitro the Tornado DDT. They kind of they take their time to set up, whereas you got the jaw jacker from Taylor Made, and of course you got the ring check, which is two quick fire finishes. It's going to be interesting.
Safe to say there's a lot of power in this match. Say any four of those moves it will be enough to finish off anyone on the TAW roster. And a beautiful delayed suplex here by Andy Rain, seemingly toying with Nate Nitro. That really was a joy to watch, I must admit.
It was absolutely phenomenal. As we well know, that Andy Rain is he's up there for the number one contendership for the TAW Championship. He's got to be up there.
Well, definitely. I mean, before all the shenanigans in the opening match, he was slated to have that championship match against Nate Nitro.
However, from events from earlier, that's not the case. And of course, we got this tag team, this amazing tag team, full of the highest people in TAW.
Full of talent, yeah. Nate Nitro exploding out of the corner. Can't quite reach Samson for the tag. And Andy Rain coming in and dragging Nate Nitro away.
That's kind of dirty work from Andy Rain. Of course, well known in the tag team divisions, obviously, with King Darkstar.
And of course, we haven't seen King Darkstar since he lost that loser leaves TAW match against Samson. And Andy Rain is... well, it's safe to say he hasn't struggled to thrive on his own.
No, I'm about to say he's absolutely thrived in the TAW since King Darkstar's left, and as we see a double teamwork from Taylor Made and Andy Rain doing a double suplex on the TAW champion.
Well, that's what these two need to start doing. They need to start working together and focusing their efforts in this match if they are to come out victorious.
Of course, as we can see on the outside, Samson trying to cheer on Nate Nitro, trying to get that tag into the match.
Andy Rain really not wanting Samson anywhere near the action.
And of course, Samson looks quite annoyed by that act of vengeance from Andy Rain.
Huge leg drop there from the original Andy Rain. The crowd now rallying behind the TAW champion.
Will this be enough for Nate Nitro to soak up that energy, the atmosphere in the total action zone, and get in the corner of the Samson to get the title?
Taylor Made cut off there of that corner charge. But Taylor Made there with a beautiful Northern Light suplex.
Only for the 2 count though.
Gotta feel sorry for Nate Nitro. He's always attempting that tornado DDT. But unfortunately, when he lacks the size of someone like Andy Rain, he just can't quite execute it. A beautiful double takeover there from Nate Nitro.
And that is one of the reasons why he is TAW heavyweight champion, as he's trying to get that count. The tag of Samson and TaylorMade just does enough to keep him
fingertips away. What's Nate Nitro got in mind here? Beautiful reverse and DDT on the team of TaylorMade and the original Andy Rain.
Can he make that tag? Samson wants it. He's in.
He's
Samson
made the tag.
Is in. Down goes TaylorMade. Down goes Andy Rain.
Samson's starting to clear house now. He's got power slams for Andy Rain and TaylorMade.
Body slam on to TaylorMade. Just a 2 count there.
Stephen Quinlan getting involved in the action again. Samson not liking that one little bit.
No, and he's gone straight for the manager of TaylorMade. Leaving the #1 contender in Andy Rain and Tornado DDT.
He hit it. At least I think he did.
Did he not? Then he looks out of it, doesn't he?
Samson making the save there for Nate Nitro.
Nate Nitro going for that Tornado DDT. Andy Rain catching him with what? Spinebuster.
A beautiful suplex there from Samson. But watch out, TaylorMade's going up. A beautiful diving net breaker there from TaylorMade.
Of course, he kept his eye off Nate Nitro.
Look at Nate Nitro go. Oh, but he eats a kick from TaylorMade. A suicide dive.
On to Samson and Andy Rain on the outside.
I was not expecting that. I was waiting for the spring back and the attack onto TaylorMade.
I think TaylorMade's getting ready to go high flying. Is he going to? No, maybe not. He kind of backed down
You know
on
what?
that one.
I'm not surprised to see him bail out of that. Doesn't quite have that athletic ability of Nate Nitro.
Of course, the crowd cheering for the departing referee, Matt Wilson. Mr. Wilson.
TaylorMade eating an open hand slap there from Nate Nitro. Oh my word.
Wow.
Now, we can't see that from our vantage point, but by the looks of it, TaylorMade and Nate Nitro spilling out onto Andy Rain and Samson.
All 4 men, or currently, well, all 5 men. You've got Steve Quinlan.
Steve Quinlan is in there as well.
They're all on the floor. I don't think the ref knows what to do. Samson, he's in pain. Look at him.
We can see Samson making his way to his feet. And there's TaylorMade popping up as well. You really are on the wrong side of the ring for this action.
Another super kick from TaylorMade onto Samson. Samson still in there though, fighting.
Oh, there we have Andy Rain and Nate Nitro now starting to make their way back into the ring.
Of course, the ref.
As TaylorMade and Samson are predictably brawling again outside the ring. We saw this earlier on tonight.
Well, I'm certainly not going out into the parking lot as they are continuing brawling. I don't know how far my microphone will go because I kind of want to see what happens out there.
TaylorMade and Samson, they've left the arena.
They certainly have.
Referee Matt Wilson has gone with them.
There.
We're now referee less in the ring.
Of course, the TAW champion in the ring. He's getting ready. Is he going to get into the 3 count? 1, 2. And of course, that's John Quinlan there.
John Quinlan getting his ass handed to him again. We are used to seeing this so much. But watch Andy Rain. He's got the title belt. Oh, he's taken John Quinlan out.
Mr. Quinlan is now on the floor, wreathing in pain. Well, I don't think he can feel it. I think he's out and he's just really out. We don't know where the ref is.
But the referee followed the action of Samson and Taylor Made as they brawled outside the building. That's a beautiful move there from Nate Nitro. Now we're still without a referee. The referee seems to have been locked out of the fire exit. So we're left with Nate Nitro and Andy Rain in the ring.
They are just going at it, hammers and tongs. And of course, Nate Nitro winning the match, obviously, but no referee is still carrying on.
And he's hit the Tornado DDT, but we have no referee.
1, 2, 3. Nate Nitro.
That's the second.
Pinned him twice now.
Second 3 count for Nate Nitro, but there's no referee in the building.
The match continues. I'm just getting word that Samson and Taylor Made have spilled out into the A5 or heading towards the A5, brawling away.
And a rain check from Andy Rain. Joseph Parker's in the ring. He's counted 3. He's beaten the champion.
Is this what is going to happen in the coming weeks? Andy Rain getting that count for over Nate Nitro. Will we see that for the TAW Heavyweight Champion very, very soon?
Well, we saw Samson and Taylor Made disappear outside the building, which left Andy Rain alone in the ring with Nate Nitro. And look at this now, Kai. Andy Rain standing triumphantly over Nate Nitro.
It's mocking the poor man who has won this match twice in a row without the referee.
Could this be a sign of things to come?
It certainly will do, I believe. I got 4. You know, I'm fully confident of Andy Rain getting that heavyweight championship. Nate Nitro has done very well to win the matches in the past. However, I think Andy Rain is fully confident within himself and his ability of winning the TAW championship.
Well, what a crazy night we've seen tonight here at TAW Hell to Pay. Andy Rain scoring the victory over Nate Nitro. He's got the microphone.
Everyone saw I had you beat right there, didn't you?
We did all see Nate Nitro had him beat. I'm not sure Nate Nitro wants to make that match. Andy Rain accepting.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The TAW Championship will be on the line. And next month's Cash in the Bank events. Will you be here Friday 18th?
What a night we've seen tonight here at TAW Hell to Pay. We're going to be back on the 18th of July for Cash in the Bank and for Figure 4 Radio. My name is Olie Spring, the Mastermind.
Of course, it's me, Killer Carbrand. Go on to Total Action Wrestling's website. It's totalactionwrestling.com.
Good night, take care. Thanks for tuning in.